It's feasible for someone to have $1 million in their house.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
it is.
Even I don't have $1 million, but
Please, we need security.
it is our poverty that is speaking. It always starts with 4 people. I mean, with a first batch of 4. By the end of it, different people are sitting here, depending on whatever we're talking about. Start talking about music industry, but I think there's something very.
It's not music. I wanted to talk about the whole Joey Akan and Olele on Twitter, and if there really is a music industry in Ghana to defend, because yes, because he was doing it for a whole week, and in my head I'm like, is Ghana really worth defending for a whole week? On music, like
I mean, I have my takes on this music thing. I mean, I wanted to talk about 1 million in people's houses, but let's talk about it.
No, I mean, no, we could talk about the 1 million.
No, it's fine. We started.
No, we can talk about it and then come back because he sounds like he wants to come on the couch.
What do you guys think? Should we do 1 million?
Let's talk about the house.
Okay, first of all,
more than $1 million. Money first.
First of all,
everybody said money first.
Oh wow, really?
When I heard it, I was telling them that it's feasible for someone to have $1 million in their house.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
it is. It is.
No, I don't have $1 million, but
please, we need security.
It is our poverty that is speaking. Because listen, I even had a chat with some guy. Guys, I had a chat with some guy like 2 days ago, and he's a real estate guy who sells land in cantonments. He was telling me how an acre of land in cantonments is $1 million or $2 million or something. It's $2 million.
Last time you checked.
So it's possible, right?
Yeah.
Like if someone sells, what are you saying? If someone sells one land.
No.
Okay, wait. I feel like I need to get up or something. I feel like I'm gonna get up.
Come.
So you
No, don't worry, just come. Or you come and tell us. Come. No. She found out that it was gone. I think they had been going back and forth with it, and it came out. So they have known.
Yeah, her husband caught them in action. That's how they noticed that the money was gone. So
They caught them in action like that. But is it possible to have $1 million? Tell me.
So that means technically,
You know how much money
it
was
could have been more. If the husband could have caught them, if the husband didn't catch them, that means they will continue selling.
Yes.
That means there's more money in the house.
Yes.
But wait.
No, for the time similar, it was a hoax, something like that.
Yeah, but I have a different angle. Is it because it's her who's a politician who has the money, or is it
Yes.
because of the amount of money?
Because a politician.
Yes.
But if I have a safe in my house and I have $2 million, is that really shady?
No, because it's a government official.
Yeah, I'm saying if I had the money.
No, yours is
in my-
different. Probably
Yeah.
there's no declaration of asset, okay? So
yeah.
see, she was a government official, and there's no
So
bill saying it should pass declaration of asset. So definitely it should be questioned.
Okay, so basically it's because she's a politician,
That
that's
is-
why it's
But
news.
why are Ghanaians
But
acting
not
like?
have that sort of money in his house. They can rob him.
But wait, Ghanaians are acting like it is impossible to have $1 million in your house. From selling land.
Yeah,
Not
she's
just land. Even government.
You sell land,
you
you
can-
inherit money from someone. There are different things that you can do.
No.
Why is she declaring $1 million of land she sold in her backyard?
But she did.
But she declared her assets before she got into power.
Yeah, she did.
And then along the line, she sold land.
Yeah.
A week before, and then she got
The money.
$5 million. Do you know that when you put a lot of money in the bank, it's hard to remove it? No, you know if you have $1 million in the
Yeah,
bank
that's a
and you want
yeah,
to
you can't move.
withdraw it,
You can't
it's
take it out.
frustrating. So
There's a restriction.
people who deal with a lot of cash, sometimes most of the time they keep it in a vault or a safe or in their house.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, cash money.
And it's like an old something, like my grandmother. Like, that's how they kept their money. But that's not $1 million. How would you know? What is this?
Good. Yeah.
Yes, cash.
It's not, they don't put it in the bank. She'll go put it in a room and she knows how much is in there. I don't know how. She used to know, me and my cousins used to call it like the money room. Like,
The money.
I wish I have a money room in my house.
I just want to ask, why didn't she try to
There's a
solve it?
question here. Okay.
Oh, I was just saying, why didn't she try to solve it in-house? Why did she have to take it to the court?
How did it leak?
Because a lot of money. Like, yeah. Millions of dollars. You have enough money to deal with that privately. Yeah. She should just cut her loss and let it go. Yeah.
Hey,
$1 million. That's a loss? Wait.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, she has a point. Yeah, she has a point.
Let
It's
me go
true.
ahead.
Yeah, I think she should have cut her losses and just let it go. And I don't think it's only about the amount of money, it's about the source of the money. If you're a government worker, what are you doing?
I mean, people.
With 17 million.
Yeah, but people do side businesses when they're politicians.
Which is fine, but then just tell us how.
Tell who? Tell you?
Yeah, because now she's being, you know.
No, but they shouldn't tell anybody. It's private business. If I'm making a deal with somebody private.
But because of the optics, if you're a politician and something like this has come out, you should be able to clearly prove what the source of your income is. Like, this is really basic. Even with banks, when you go to embassies, you want a visa, sometimes they'll ask you to prove the source of your wealth. And if it's not, corrupt, you should be able to prove it easily.
But you have to prove it to anybody because it's my money. I have made it privately. I don't have to tell you.
No, when you become a politician, it's no longer private. I'm sorry. You're a politician.
No, but unless of course it's political business and sanitation, sure.
Well, I don't know how it is in the political field, but even in corporate institutions, more often than not, people in Ghana, most people have side businesses,
Yeah.
but it's not actually allowed. If you read the contract, it would say that you cannot do any other side businesses outside of what you're doing.
True.
So for you to be able to prove that your side hustle brought you 17 million, which side hustle is that? You cutting people's heads off. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, there's land, there's farming. Mostly land and farming.
That's fine, but then she needs to be able to, because she's a politician.
But she doesn't have to prove it to anybody. Again, she declared her assets both times in the beginning when she went into office. So that she have to prove it to anybody because, again, it's private business on the side. If there was a law that said that as a politician, you don't have to do side businesses apart from the political office you're in, sure, I can say that's fine. Okay, there, then that's a whole other topic. Then she's doing something illegal.
Yeah.
If somebody came to you today and gave you $1 billion in cash, where would you put it? I would take.
It's true.
I'll dig a hole.
I'll be the bunker.
Yeah.
I'll be the bunker. Yeah. I'll be the bunker and put it
First of
inside.
all, will you take it? Yes. You will take it? Yes. Hey, then I'm a pharaoh. I won't. I won't.
No, take it.
Maybe sound. You are saying it as if somebody will come and just remove $1 billion and say, oh, like $1 billion is a lot of money. Like, it will probably fill the whole room. Do you understand? $1 billion.
I'll be the bunker.
But it will still be. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What music is?
Yeah.
So what music industry? Okay, but you're saying the music industry. I'm saying what music industry?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what music industry? I mean,
Because it's not an industry. It's not an industry.
Now, we are an industry that the board is fighting against themselves.
Yeah, I'm saying, but
Gamu and the like, they'll
it's
fight
not,
against
there's
themselves.
no foundation for an industry. That's what I'm
There's nothing.
saying.
There's nothing. And
Exactly.
so then
because
what exactly was Olele defending on the timeline?
I haven't. You see, but he's.
Wait, can I get background?
Yes.
Can I get background?
Okay, so Olele is a blogger in Ghana. He's a very good blogger. But then there's another writer in Nigeria. His name is Joey Akan.
Yeah, Joey Akan.
And he's very well known, for writing about just.
Yeah.
But he's also controversial slightly. He's not nice. Like, he's not like
He's not-
always saying things nicely. So I can understand why it caused
the
ruckus.
friction.
But Olele wanted to defend Ghana, from Joey, which
Yeah.
I really think that's what it was. I don't think he was really able to defend the industry.
But what did Joey say?
I know what it was. It was about drill. It was about drill
it was
music.
about the gym music, yeah.
And Asaka
Oh, yeah.
boys. I do want to give credit to the Asaka boys. 'Cause I do think that during
Yeah,
a time when people were making fun of them,
what they were doing,
you know,
yeah.
in Kumasi, like talking about Comerica.
Now
Comerica.
they're touring, so.
No, but like they really created like a real genre.
Yeah, a real genre for themselves.
Was it,
Yeah.
was it just him just being having a
So
legacy?
he was Nigeria started to pick up on the African drill,
Yeah.
and he's trying to make it seem as if Nigeria is the one coming. He feels like, I think he's trying to say Nigeria is the one coming into that whole.
Nigeria is projecting it, so I feel he says Nigeria is like projecting it better. I didn't really
Yes,
follow
he's
through,
trying
but
to
he
say
says Nigeria is projecting
Nigeria's
it.
about to push African drill to where it needs to be.
But I feel like I don't understand. To me, that's not even an argument. I feel like Nigeria is always going to feel like it's doing everything better. So there's no point in even having this argument. It's just a redundant argument.
I think
Nigeria is always bigger. Exactly, it's a big.
But I think
beyond-
I
but
think
beyond the
I think
numbers.
that's I know
Beyond the
wait.
numbers.
But I think that's an easy. I think that's
Is that what 260? Yeah.
Hey, come and see consensus.
no wait. I think that's an easy cop out for Ghana. I'm not denying that Nigeria has the numbers. I'm not denying that Nigeria is bigger. No, but
Exactly.
the reason why I'm saying it's a cop out is I don't think Ghana is consistent in anything that they've done.
Yeah.
When it comes to our culture, we're always trying to dismiss it. When it comes to our music, we're dismissing it. What exactly are we holding on to that Nigeria hasn't done when they're holding on to their own culture?
Very true.
Like,
I think even Ghanaians we're not even, it's not that like people are trying to be proud of the culture. Like, I grew up in an era where people were being shy to wear African print. In the beginning, yeah. Like,
Yeah, on Friday when you were
shout
there,
out to
when you did
Natasha
that.
in her
Are
pretty
you an old
dress.
man?
like yeah, people
R&M.
Yeah.
But like, see now people wear African print. Like, even our music. Like, when we started hip life or whatever it was.
Yeah.
No, not us in America.
Because it sounded like hip hop.
But do you know what's so weird? I feel like
The
I was
diaspora.
born in the UK. To me, being young in the UK was all about like Ghanaian music. It was going to Broadwater Farm. It was being part of the Ghana Association parties. And please, I have my ID card though, okay?
I have my voter ID. I voted.
I mean, Ghanaians who were born and bred here.
Yeah.
we're shy to be associated with that kind of music. You know what I mean? Like, even Azonto was something that was actually put as a pop. Nigerians were copying it. But we were shy of it. Like, got the point, like, you are doing Azonto.
The diaspora is carrying Azonto on his back right now on TikTok.
Azonto, but they're like, why you say that TikTok?
Yeah, Gasvela is
That's
typical
the
example.
same thing.
The juju music and all of that, they are still pushing all that.
So Joey was defending the defenseless. So
Very modest, eh? Yeah, being very modest in everything. It's cultural, yeah.
aggressiveness is yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud.
Right. Okay. Tech bros.
Doing.
Yeah, to project
To
themselves.
communicate.
Yeah.
Selves. Yeah, but with the Joey Akan issue, I think Joey Akan is actually trying to sell. There's a Nigerian guy who is also doing the drill music.
The drill music,
right?
yeah.
And then he was trying to sell that person out. Instead of Olele should also sell the Asaka boys out too. He was rather going to challenge him that Asaka is from drill music is from Ghana, or Asaka boys are
African,
promoting
yeah.
drill music in Africa by Ghanaians. So Nigerians wouldn't take the applause for that. Whilst you can just join hands together and then rather make it like a
project
global
that.
thing.
I don't think you need to join any hands together. At the end of the day, drill music didn't come from Africa.
through.
Fact. Drill music did not come from Africa. I think it was pretty much started in America. Then it went to the UK and became very popular. And then it came to Africa. So it's not as if like we need to say we started it, we did this. If someone else is promoting drill music, another country, then let us promote our own. It's not a case of us joining together. We don't need to join together because joining together doesn't do anything.
So now we are talking about the numbers here. So do you think the numbers that Ghana has can actually push drill
It
music
has
alone?
nothing to
Numbers.
do with
Yeah,
numbers.
so the
It
number
has
argument
nothing to do
it's
with
still a
numbers.
contributing factor.
Yeah, so the number argument is not.
It has everything to do with okay. You wanna push your Nigerian artist. Cool. We'll push our Ghanaian artists regardless of numbers. Because I feel like sometimes Ghanaians we look at numbers and we think numbers is what's selling us. When really there's loads of different artists that actually when you go on their DSPs on their like Spotify or Audiomack, the numbers are low, but in terms of their fan base, it's very high. So we can't look at numbers and say that's what makes an artist.
So what do you think Ghanaians should
But
do?
if you're going,
wait,
to an investor, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to an investor,
What would
you
you-
need
what would you put on the
you need
table?
an investor
I
to
think
come
that, but you don't actually just need numbers. You need engagement. You need engagement. Yeah.
You need actually,
Yeah.
because numbers can be manufactured now.
Yeah,
you can buy numbers. You can buy
a bunch of
Views and all
YouTube,
that.
a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of Spotify numbers.
People are buying things. I mean, that's what I
I
want.
wanted
Normal.
to say something. There's a lot happening right now.
Oh god.
No, I wanted to say something specific about the Joey Akan thing. I didn't even mind Olele going to say Asaka boys are better or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I think for me, I felt like he was acting like 50 Cent. You know, when 50 Cent takes somebody's spotlight and makes it their own. But I feel like when it started to go into like a few more days of the same argument, like back and forth, it started to feel like he couldn't even fully defend the industry. So he should have just stopped where he finished defending the Asaka boys.
Nobody was even supporting.
But I
him.
also think Ghana is an interesting place. Like working here for like the past 5 years, one of the things I've realized is I think Ghanaians, when Ghanaians say, when Ghanaians and Nigerians talk, Nigerians are speaking about numbers, but they're still not speaking about Nigeria. They want to take the world. So they're looking at platforms that will take them outside of Nigeria.
Yeah,
It's very easy for them to just go to town and create their own intercity tour and figure that
Even
out.
yeah.
Yes, but then in Ghana,
Even their number is not enough for them. They still want more numbers.
in Ghana right now, yes,
Yeah.
in Ghana right now, a Ghanaian artist going on an inter-country tour. Where is he going? Ghanaians want the easy way out.
Ibab.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's really what it
They want
is.
the popular.
Yeah,
They want
yeah.
the popular.
They,
and the
they're not
popular
going to
doesn't
talk
work.
to you unless you're popular. They're not
Yeah.
going to work with you. Even if
That's
you
what-
know what you're talking about, you can prove to them that I can make you $10,000. After that $10,000, they'll still take that money that you've made them and go and find somebody else that they think can make them $1 million.
Exactly.
No proof, just that they've seen them do it for Burna, so maybe they can do it for me too.
But then the thing is, with Nigerian artists, I've seen them go with, like, when Smade was not really as big as he is now. But
And give
all
him a
of
chance.
Nigerian artists
Have you had the opportunity to probably table your concern to some of these?
Oh,
they
it's
call
not my
them
concern, oh.
She's moving regardless.
Like, you don't mind.
No, they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care because
I don't have to sell myself, and that's the problem. A lot of people, like, if you're in this job and you're in this industry, like, there are a few times you have to sell yourself, but you sell yourself when someone comes to you
With
and
value.
says, and says, look, this is what I want to do. Then you put together a deck, you do all of this. But I'm not going to actively go to someone and say, use me because I'm here. You know I'm in this space.
Let's go back to all the Ghanaian artists that are doing big global shows. And let me show you a trend.
Which ones?
I'll show you a trend.
Difficult for you to mention.
Yeah.
Difficult for you to mention.
Have had a hit in Nigeria. That's why.
Very true. Yeah, fact. Fact.
Yeah.
The one that he did a better one,
Fact.
and then
Fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
enter Nigeria, he opened up to label.
But he can't do it. He can't.
Jackie, forever.
Camido.
Yeah.
Camido.
But I think we're missing. Yeah. I don't even think. I feel like Camido one was even global.
Yeah,
I don't think it was even Nigeria.
Jackie is still doing.
Jackie's.
Black was on wireless. No other artist. Like even Sack can make it to wireless.
No.
Because he's not getting Nigerian hits on.
So
You blew it elsewhere.
yeah, so like, it's like a gateway.
No,
I'm
you're
looking to invest in Afrobeat.
but you're talking.
Look at who is talented. I immediately
No, do you know what? You're missing one. You're not talking components.
back to that comes back to demand.
But Nigeria, no,
I watched Kiddy and Family come and do a show. And the day before, I went to the video store in London. And the video did a big one. The
I did that.
The main
Yeah.
arena.
Indigo. Indigo, yeah. No, but wait. The people that you've just spoken about, the people that you've just spoken about, can Jackie do Indigo by herself? Can Black Sharif do Indigo by herself? So you're talking about they have been, but they have been in festivals.
If it was me that was running Jackie,
Yeah.
as she blew. It's either
Quickly.
I spend a lot more time.
Touring,
like,
tour.
6 months in Nigeria.
Yeah.
100.
That's what Amare did. Amare, yeah.
No, I agree with
That
you.
one already.
Because that's literally what Burna Boy has done. Like literally, Burna Boy has toured for like how many months now? But what
She
I'm
don't
talking
reach it.
about, but what I'm talking about, when you're talking about those artists, like the big artists, they're still the people that can't do a show singly. And I agree with you that they haven't done the work. Like literally, you have to go on tour. You have to go on tour. You have to do the small gigs to get to the large gigs. You can't just sit there and say, "Well, I've got one song, so now let me go and do a whole tour." It doesn't work, and I feel like that's the problem.
They are not even disciplined.
They even get into the music for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kwacha.
Music because first I want blow.
Yeah.
I want blow. Charlie, so that I need to get a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The girls, all that. But Nigerian blow. Look at that guy, Kata, Efe, who did the Mandela song.
Yeah.
The moment he blew with one song, he said that there was money in it.
Structure.
And then now he's trying with
Yeah.
label and all that. They immediately see the business.
Nigerians are all about
And they
hustle.
start moving like business.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In good rooms. I know someone like the guy who did Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That one song changed his life.
Up to
That
BT.
guy made £8 million.
Up to
from one
BT.
song.
Yeah.
But then he was also clever. What he also did, he went to America, got himself in the same certain rooms.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It was everywhere.
Nobody-
Not even Nigeria. It was everywhere.
Everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Secondary school.
Yeah.
But shall I tell you what the problem is?
Go to Nigeria. Yeah, they go to Nigeria till like years after when the son had died.
But it wasn't even
I
just
think-
Nigeria.
yeah.
What he should have done was just gone into his own bank account or got an investor and just promoted himself, gone on tours and just done that. Then people would have seen his face. I feel like a lot of people now, if you sing the song,
The investors
they
are problem.
know the
Their
song.
name is
If you show
investors.
his face, they don't know who he is. So that's the
I
problem.
think the
I do
investors
think, but
are
I do
also
think that there
problem.
isn't money in Ghana
Yeah.
to invest in music the same
Yeah.
way it is in Nigeria.
No, I think it's fair.
But even if there is money here, there aren't people with the money that understand how to let people use
Yeah.
it.
I have worked with a lot of artists in the UK, and a lot of them have still had jobs whilst they're still hustling.
Okay, that's the thing. Ghanaian artists do not want to have
Ghanaians all of a
jobs.
sudden they quit.
Yeah.
They don't want to have
Yeah.
jobs.
Why do you
They don't
quit
want
your
you.
job?
They don't want you to see them going to be doing 9 to 5 while they're doing like artistry.
Come on, you said
Yeah.
it.
But no, but
No,
are you lying? Let them say it.
You know that we are
Literally, I have been with
They
artists.
treat it
Yeah.
like a hobby. At the same time, they don't want to get a proper
Yeah,
job. So like the combination is so hard.
In America, too, most American artists, Summer Walker was a cleaner.
Yeah.
A cleaner until like her second album.
But
Her
I
second
think-
album was a cleaner.
But I think with
It
that.
did not make that much money.
Come back. What is your topic?
But I've always been against weed getting legalized out here because the money they go make from they go sit stop and they don't go take doing it. When me, I be trapper. I've always been against and I've always been telling my friends that it's because I watched the news bare years ago when there was a bill and they said they were gonna pass it and give and let if you're arrested with a few grams, you be let go. they're gonna go after the peddlers. And now, mind you, what they are legalizing is gonna be for industrial and medicinal purposes. So you can't grow weed with THC higher than 0.3%. That shit don't get you high.
I think that because of the poverty levels in this country, people, if they legalize it, people will abuse it. And then
No.
Not everybody does well with weed. You know that. You know that not everybody does well with weed.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean by nobody does?
He says not everybody does.
Well on everybody. There's some people that like when they smoke weed, you just take them straight to schizophrenia.
So let's come to that. This is a topic I'm interested in. You know why?
Then it's not just weed. Then it's not just weed.
Everywhere, everybody can breathe.
You are saying it's everywhere, but that's the. Calm down, bro. It's medicinal and industrial.
Exactly.
So that's what they have to do. But when people, that shit won't get you high. 0.3% THC. It won't get you high.
Even without it being legal.
That's what he said. He said.
You can smoke up to a level.
We're talking about weed right now, and weed is supposed to get you high. What do you mean no? Of course.
Are you against legalizing weed? Are you against legalizing
Calm down.
weed?
Talking about the other. Do you know what he said?
I'm just saying that in this country,
Okay.
if we legalize it, you can't control people.
Okay, so
I think you can.
you're gonna grow something with THC of under 0.3%. Okay, what I was thinking all along was like, okay, these people are gonna set up a corporation, just like they have with Cocoa Board. They're gonna tell you, you can't take it out of the country. You gotta sell to them.
Yes, you will.
Are the farmers?
I'm asking simple questions.
Are the cocoa farmers rich?
I'm asking. No, they are not.
Are the cocoa farmers rich? I'm giving simple answers.
But answer is not an answer.
It's an answer still.
It's not an answer. It's a question. You make your
What's the question?
Will you make your money? Is Cocoa Board making money? Is the cocoa farmer making money?
No, he's asking for the cocoa farmer. The cocoa farmer is not making money, but then Cocoa Board and the rest is making money.
So the government and our people, I have no trust in them. There's nothing they can do for us, at least for me. I've given up. So when I heard them say they're gonna go after the peddlers, I was like, oh, so now they're gonna go start arresting the guys who sell because they wanna sell.
But that's what and I don't have license to give people. But that's
Now, I apparently,
Basically-
I'm doing some research on it because I would love to get a license myself.
Can I come in?
So it's two of that.
Let me come in, please. The reason why I feel weed can be legalized in these parts of the world is because of the government. Because most of them, like, they have hands in it. So they control the system. So if and weed being legalized over here, that means more money for them.
Yeah,
so
man.
if they legalize weed,
Bomb
that means
buckler.
less money. So because at least before you take a weed across a border or something, you'd have to pay.
but you know the country. I'll tell you something.
Okay.
Every government that has actually legalized anything that we thought was illegal first was because they knew that we get more money from it. Legalized than it being illegal. So it's not peculiar to Ghana. Alcohol was illegal.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah, man.
It all boils down to those who are in charge.
That thought that something was illegal, and then later on found a regularized
A
means
control.
illegal or control.
Yeah, man.
You see.
But to share a story.
So my parents, they had left the country, and my brother just got back from the States. So and he brought in those, like, the weed. That was my first time, literally. So after, like, taking it and I got high, I found myself on the streets.
You find yourself where?
On the streets, like,
On the streets.
yeah, together with him.
Was it an edible or smoke?
No, it was smoking.
Smoke?
Yeah. I told
Now,
him.
easy,
on the
relax,
Thursday.
relax.
I was like, let's go for a stroll.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was what I told you.
You feel the breeze.
Exactly.
You're feeling good.
The feeling was different.
Yeah, man.
You see, I was just happy, smiling. And you see, there was this tractor on the road. Like after the road construction. So I was inside, like, trying to, like,
Fuck me up.
exactly. So, like, that feeling when you smoke and that feeling when you're drunk, it's different. It's a whole different.
Which one do you enjoy more?
When you smoke, I mean, the feeling when you smoke is the best. But when you're drunk, it's something else.